In this video, we'll talk about a few of the slides which you will be seeing in the eye histology practical. There are only 4 slides here. When you come for your practicals, when the university restarts, we will give more slides and more time for you to go through the slides. Now the first slide is an HNE and it's a low power view. This is a slide of the eyelid. It's a cross section of the eyelid. Okay, so here you can see the skin overlying the eyelid, which is thin skin and forms the upper or the superior surface of the eyelid. Okay, so you can see the dermal papillae, you can see the keratin, the dark pink area is the keratinized epithelium, and you can see these areas for tiny hairs. Okay, and then it comes down like this, going round the eyelid. Here you can see a larger area here. This is for the eyelash, right? So during preparation, the eyelash has been removed. So you'd have had the eyelash somewhere like that. Okay, so here then it comes down, and then this is the inner surface of the eyelid, and you can see that the point where the eyelash is, below that you get the conjunctiva. Okay, so the inner surface of the eyelid is actually like a mucosa because you have these mucus secreting cells in the conjunctiva. Okay, so here there is a mucocutaneous junction in this area, right? So you can look at your own eye and see as the eyelashes at the edge where the eyelashes start are attached to the eyelid, you can see below that the mucosa lined by the conjunctiva. Okay, so here you get the conjunctiva lining the inner aspect of the eyelid, right? Okay, and then going down to the middle of the eyelid, you can see these are all skeletal muscle cross sections. Okay, so these are the muscle fibers of the orbicularis oculi, right? Cross sections of the muscle are seen here. Okay, somewhere here you can see some glands, right? We talked about the glands, right? And in the middle here you get the tarsal plate, the tarsal plate, right? So those are the things that you have to identify in a cross section of the eyelid, H&E section, low power view. Next, this is a high power view of the inner surface of the eyelid, showing you the conjunctiva. Okay, high power view, and you can see that the conjunctiva is lined by a stratified columnar epithelium. Okay, so this is a stratified columnar epithelium with several layers of cells, and the superficial layer you can see the goblet cells, right? These empty spaces like things will have mucus inside it, right? So a vesicle of mucus filled areas at the luminal surface of these superficial cells, right? So this mucus will be secreted onto the surface of the conjunctiva, and that is one factor which keeps the eye moist, right? Then moving on to the retina, as I told you, there are 10 layers of the retina, okay? And here you can see the cell layers which are easily seen in the retina, and you can also see the choroid, right? So this is a choroid where the melanin in the cells of the choroid give it that brown, typical brown color, okay? Right? So above the choroid you can see the uh, epithelium, right, of the retina, the first epithelium, then the processes, okay, and then the cell bodies of the rods and cones, right, again processes, and then the cell bodies of the bipolar cells, okay, neuron cells. Now the fibers are too thin to be seen in this preparation, but you can see the cell bodies of the neuron layers, right? So these are the uh, bipolar cells, and finally you can also see the superficial most the ganglion cells, right? So when you look at a section, this is of course like 10 to the power 40 So you get this view of the retina, right? The other layers which are in between cannot be visualized clearly because of the because they are very thin and fine. Okay, then coming on to this is the ciliary apparatus. Okay, so here you can see, actually you can see the sclera also here, right? Sclera going like this, that is the sclera. Okay, that is the sclera, and this is the ciliary apparatus, right? So coming from the choroid plexus, right? So ciliary, this part is the ciliary body, and these are the ciliary processes. Okay, and you can see that it is lined by a pigmented epithelium, the whole of it. Okay, and then these are the ciliary processes, and this continues on into the iris. Okay, so this is the second layer of the eyeball wall of the eyeball. You have the sclera, right? Okay, so outside most layer is the sclera, and then the choroid layer continues as the ciliary apparatus, ciliary processes, and the iris. Okay, okay, so here you can again see that brown pigmented epithelium going and lining the inner surface of the iris.